Hello everyone, welcome to another video of CodeCon. I am here today with another problem of intermediate level in SQL, and I will show you the solution also. Okay, so you are given with the sales table. It shows the number of apples sold and the number of oranges sold for each day. Like for the 1st of May, the number of apples sold was 10 and the number of oranges sold was 8. Now the question, it says that we need to find the difference in the amount of oranges sold and number of apples sold for each day. I hope you got the question. So what we need to do is that suppose the number of oranges sold for the 1st of May is 8 and number of apples sold for the 1st of May is 10. Okay, so the answer should be like minus 2. And in the 2nd of May, the number of oranges sold was 15 and the number of apples sold was 15. So the answer should be 0. Like we need to continue in this way for each date. Okay. I hope the solution of the problem is clear to you. You can try it by yourself, and I am also showing you the solution. Okay. So what I will first do is that uh, I will what I will first do is that like for each date I will find the number of oranges. I will find the number of oranges sold corresponding to the number of I will find the number of apples sold corresponding to the number of oranges sold. Like for the 1st of May, the apples sold is 10, so the corresponding number of apples sold for this particular column should be null. In the 1st of May, the number of oranges sold is 8, so the corresponding number of apples sold for the 1st of May should be 10. And similarly, for the 2nd of May, the number of apples sold is given 15, so the corresponding to this row, the number of apples should be null, and corresponding to this row, that is the number of oranges sold is 15, the number of apples should be 15, like the previous value should be displayed here. So for that I will be using the lag function. I will write the query and it will be clear for you. Select from cells. Okay, I am selecting the sales date. Sales. Sales date, comma. I will use the sold num function, uh, and I will also use the lag function, right? So lag takes 3 arguments. We can also give 2 as per your requirement. So it will we are using the lag function on the sold num column. So I will give the sold num, and we are lagging it by 1. And this lag should occur for every day. So we are using the partition by clause. Partition by sales underscore date and order by sales underscore date. Okay, so this particular lag column will give us the number of apples, right? Will give us the number of apples sold for that particular day. So I will name it that number of apples. Okay, so if you can see here, the number of apples for 1st of May is 10, number of apples for the 2nd of May is 15, number of apples for the 3rd of May is 20. Now if I run this query, you will see that exactly same thing will happen. Like see, for the 1st of May, the number of apples is 10 and it is displayed here corresponding to the number of oranges. For 2nd of May, the number of apples is displayed here corresponding to the number of oranges, and for the 3rd of May, the number of apples is displayed here corresponding to the number of oranges. So my next task is to find the difference between these two columns. So I will just store this query in the CTE files with CTE as this one. Now what I will do is that I need to select sales date underscore date, the sales date from CTE, and the difference, right? The difference between number of oranges to the number of apples. So first I will take this column, that is sold num minus the number of oranges, right? Minus the number of oranges. This is what I need to find, and I will rename this column as div. Okay. Now what will happen in case of null? Like 10 minus null, it is not an it will give us an error. So I will use a where condition here, where the number of apples is not null, right? Is not none. Now if I run this query, what will happen? I will explain you here. Like for each particular date, I will execute here. Let's see. For each particular date, it will show me the difference, right? For each particular date, it will show me the difference. How it is showing? Uh, uh, like for day number one, the number of oranges sold was 8. The number of oranges sold was 8, and the number of apples sold was 10. So the difference is coming as -2. For day number 2, the number of oranges and apples was same, so it is coming as 0. And for day number 3, the number of oranges and apples, the difference is like -20. Like as the number of oranges was 0, if I run this table, you will get to see that number of oranges was 0 and the number of apples was 20. So 0 minus 20 is -20, right? So I hope this solution is clear to you guys. If you have any other way or approach, you can also mention it in the comments, and I will obviously see to that. So thank you.